Good morning. Oh my goodness, I have slept probably 4 hours, but I have an appointment today to get my hair done. I'd already planned on filming, then I woke up and I was like, I'm not gonna film, like I'm too tired. But the lighting is just so perfect. So if I make absolutely no sense in this video, you know why. And hopefully I don't fall asleep in the hairdresser's chair, although is that such a bad thing if that does happen? I don't know. I've loaded up on one coffee. I'm planning on a second. We'll be alright. I'm gonna do some cute fun makeup today. Like, why not? Like, I just feel like doing something weird and I'm going out in public. So, wish me luck. And I have fake tanned. Also, in this video, I'm gonna be packing my travel makeup bag because me, Hamish, and the child and the doggos are heading over to Papamoa this weekend for a little weekend getaway with Hamish's parents. So yeah, I'm gonna pack my travel makeup bag. Two birds with one stone. As I apply, I'm gonna throw it in the bag. Wow, the lighting is actually stunning today. I feel like I haven't had good filming lighting like this in so long. Every time I hit film on this friggin' camera, it's just... like I swear it's this time of year. It must be daylight savings again soon. Is it? Because we're in spring now in New Zealand, so the days are gonna start getting longer. Oh, if you see all the patchiness, that's just my fake tan. I've got fresh fake tan on, like I said, and it's smearing. Oh, I've got to still pack all my bags as well. I've packed Porter's clothes, but I've got to pack my own clothes, pack his toys, pack his medicine. You know, he's not on medicine, but you know, I've got to pack a medicine bag, like first aid. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I've just got to pack basically the entire house and the kitchen sink to make sure that we're all good. This makeup bag is filthy. I've got some random junk in there, but actually... So we've come to the conclusion that the skin irritation I had and the itchy eyes I had was definitely allergies, which is so fun. Right, this is going in my makeup bag. That's what I just used. I definitely have more like aesthetic, pretty makeup bags than this one, but it's such a good size, you know. This is a Drunk Elephant one from ages ago. I probably got it in like PR like 3 or 4 years ago. I'll pack my darkest and lightest shades in at the tier because then I can mix them together. Depending how the tan fades, I'd say it's probably not gonna fade too much because, you know, I'm only going for a couple of nights. But should I use my new Huda Beauty? Let's try the new Huda Beauty again, but I'm packing this to take away with me because it's like my favorite. I think I'm going to use the same shade, which is Chai 210B. This is the shade I used on my first impression. I'll link the first impression down below. And I had no fake tan on in that video, so it definitely looked like a little bit off, but dark, because I had no fake tan on and I couldn't be bothered. So let's see what it looks like on fake tan. And normally I think I use the shade Custard with a fake tan, but I don't want it to be too dark. And I feel like I can just darken it with bronzer and stuff like that, because I don't know, I'm nervous just to commit. See, that colour looks really good right now, but probably later when my fake tan keeps developing, it might be a little bit pale. Maybe I'll just mix in a little bit of custard. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I barely slept last night, okay? God, that looks pretty though. Immediately, like, it looks so much nicer when it actually matches. You know, like in my last video, like obviously I liked it, but you know, I always get thrown off when the colour's not quite perfect. See, this like matches perfectly right now, but like I said, I feel like later on it's probably going to be too pale. Do we just commit and then add bronzer? I'm going to add it. Custard 220N. So someone told me that the B on Chai stands for beige. So that makes sense. We're going full coverage today. Yeah, that colour's probably better with the fake tan. So basically last night, like, I slept really bad the night before as well, and I'm right due for my period, and I'm trying to figure out if this is like a cycle related thing, because I always have a few nights per cycle where I'm like super like insomnia vibes. So yeah, I'm due for my period in like a day or two, and that was night 2 of sleeping terribly, just so like light, and everything wakes me up and I get real irritable, and I'm so tired, but my body just, like, my brain won't go to sleep and my body gets really uncomfortable. You know, when you just like can't get comfortable and like you're just like tossing, turning, everything like pisses you off. Like the dogs, like at one point Louis wanted to go downstairs, and then Zeus got locked out by accident of our bedroom, not of our house, just of our bedroom, and then he was like scratching to come into the bedroom, so then got up to let him in. Then Hamish like turned on his music while he was asleep. Whoops. So his music just started playing when I was just starting to drift off to sleep at like 2 AM. I was like, Hamish, is your music on? He's like, no. and it was, but he was just like asleep. And so I just ended up like going downstairs and sleeping in the spare room. And like by that point it was like 2 a.m. and I was so wired that I couldn't fall asleep straight away, but I just had to lie there because if I like go on my phone or something like that, like it'll just wake me up even worse. So I just have to like lay there and suffer. And then this morning Louis woke me up. He like started scratching on my spare bedroom door at 7 a.m. and woke me up. This is looking very pretty. I still think the same thing though, like over areas where I've got a lot of congestion. I thought the lighting was good today, but now the sun is literally ruining the day. The areas with like loads of congestion and like drier areas definitely show up, like texture. But the pores look beautiful. It just seems to like cling to, like, I've got a little bit of texture just here. And it's, yeah, it's not like the worst texture foundation ever, but I'm just mentioning it because like the whole point of this foundation is that it's like meant to be like a filter, and I still do really like it. I like the finish a lot. So that's how it looks on top of the cerumizer, and the cerumizer is obviously like very hydrating and glowy. I think it looks very pretty still. Oh my gosh, like my brain. I'm going to use the Shape Tape Radiant in the shade Light Neutral, and I'll pack this in my makeup bag too. I actually have like a whole makeup kit in Papamoa, but I probably need to like just throw that idea out the window because we don't go out there as often anymore since having a Porter, and I feel like, you know, it just starts to expire. So I'll probably just start taking like a travel makeup bag each time I go now, and then I can just take what I need, and then like I've got the extra stuff out there if I'm doing like a very glam look and I want like some different variety of products. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I'm packing a little makeup bag. I just feel like makeup sits so much nicer on my skin when I've got fake tan on. Like it just doesn't look as like full on. It still looks full on, but do you know what I mean? Does anyone else feel like that? Chucking some tools into my makeup bag. Here's how we're looking. Honestly, I don't even know why I've got like random razor blades in there. But so for my hair today, I'm just gonna get, yeah, just the roots touched up, maybe a little bit of a bright tone. I don't know, I like this color so much. Like I want it the same, like the kind of like caramelly kind of low lights and stuff. It just needs, yeah, I think it just needs a slight little tone. It's not too bad. Like I still really like how my hair's looking. When I decided to go super blonde a few months ago, it definitely like caused a bit of breakage in the front. When will I learn? But my hair's still long AF. I don't think I need a haircut this time. I got a haircut last time, which was about 6 weeks ago. I can't really see split ends, maybe there's a couple, but we chopped off heaps last time because my hair grows so fast like a friggin' weed. And like, you know, when your hair starts getting creepy long, you know, like a bit too long, you're like kind of cult member looking. I'm gonna use the purple powder just to set the concealer under my eyes. And I've been using my Revolution and Emco Beauty little bronzer liquid sticks like this heaps, so let's do this one instead today. This is Gold Tape in Cool Bronze. Just switch up the product I'm using. I'm just gonna bronze with this. I'm not really contouring with it. Just kind of flicking it up as I blend. Blends out very nicely onto almost nothing. I could probably actually use some more, but we'll just use some powder bronzer as well. This is all gonna get washed off my hairline anyways. Honestly, I cannot stand getting my hair done without wearing makeup. I have said this so many times in my videos, but I literally feel like a little spud, like a little ugly girl sitting in a friggin' cape getting my hair done with the foils in. Like there's nothing worse. Even if I've got like the most perfect makeup look on, I still feel revolting, but you know, just a little bit less revolting. I wish they just wouldn't have mirrors. I'd rather just not see, you know, I'd rather just be surprised at the end. I'm gonna do my Caramel Kiss. Why can I not open this? Here we go. I love this bronzer. How long do I have? Under an hour, okay. I'm not gonna do anything super intricate on my eyes. I think I'll just do 2 different eyeliners just because that's really quick. So I'm just gonna brush the bronzer over my lids like this. I'm just like throwing whatever brushes I'm using in as well. And then on the rest of my face, I'm just gonna use this translucent powder. And we'll be able to see, because I'll come back and show you guys my hair when I come home in a few hours. And I mean, it's not going to be anything super different, but I'll just show you how it looks when it's fresh. And that way you can also see how the foundation looks with just like the products I'm using with it today. I'm going to use the Tear Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. This is what I'm excited to see, like how this foundation looks with setting spray. Here it is with the setting spray all soaked in. I think it looks stunning for like a fuller coverage. You know, it's still, even though I use that glowy base, well, it's not like, you know, the base wasn't shimmery, it's just like a hydrating serum kind of base. The foundation still has that very like natural kind of finish. I'd say like it's a natural matte type finish. It's not super glowy, but it's not super matte. It's more matte than I normally go for. I still really like this because, like I said, I've been kind of into like a more mattified base paired with highlighter lately. Whereas when I was going through, you know, the glowier foundation phase, which I'm still very much in that phase, but when I'm wearing something like very glassy and glowy and like fresh, I don't really like adding shimmer to my cheekbone or anything like that. I just feel like it looks like too much. Whereas a foundation with this kind of finish paired with highlighter just looks like very, very nice. So kind of just depends on the look you're going for and your preferences, I reckon. Let's fix the brows. I think I will use my MCO Beauty. It's got like a little built-in sharpener. This is just a little brow pencil, and it is just very user-friendly. It's just a very simple formula. Like, it's not too creamy, it's not too matte, it's just easy. The color works perfectly for me. It's just like a lazy go-to product for me. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing because I can barely see what I'm doing. I'm going like cross-eyed at this point. You see what I mean? Like the color just, it's like perfect, and so for me this is just like a go-to. Now on my skin it just lasts nicely. It doesn't smudge and smear. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't look like blocky. It's just literally effortless. It's so good. And then on top, I'm going to use a little bit of the Precisely My Brow Wax, but this is the tinted one, shade 3. I want to get the one that's like one shade paler than this too to try it out because, I don't know, I've been kind of into like less strong brows lately, which is unlike me because normally I go dark. But I've been enjoying this product. It's literally, yeah, like a tinted brow wax. It's not like fibery and like doesn't fill in too much, but it gives just enough, you know? And that's the before and after. So you can see, you know, just frames my face a little bit better, but they don't look too much. I have to have some food before I go to because I feel like the coffee is like smoking my stomach. And I'm about to go sit in a chair for a few hours and I'm gonna starve. I didn't even think about this. God damn. I can never be bothered eating in the morning. I know that's bad, but I just can't. Like, it's just not natural to me. I used to have smoothies all the time in the mornings, but I don't even do that anymore. I'm just lazy. But I've read that like having coffee on an empty stomach is super, super bad for you. So I think I'm gonna start making an effort to like eat something before I start my day with coffee, you know, like, because normally I just wake up and like the first thing I reach for is coffee because I love coffee. And you know, especially since being a mum, I'm just like, wow, I need some like life in me at this point. I just love this product. It's so nice. This is my go-to when I'm feeling lazy for my actual eyeshadow, when I want to do something that's not just bronzer, because like this is true lazy, like this and go. I do that all the time, but I want to make it a little bit more cool. So I'm just going to add some pony over my inner corner and like the first part of my lid. And this is how you make stuff look fun with literally zero effort. Just draw it on like that. I know it doesn't look like much right now and the lighting's not doing me any favors, but I'll wait for it. Adding a second layer right on that inner corner. Just taking my finger, I'm just going to pat that out. And then as you move your head, you just get that nice pink duochrome kind of top coat effect. They're just like a really nice top coat. I think I'm going to do these two eyeliners today. We've got Pink Velvet and Gelato, and these are both by Glam Vice. I got them off Glam Raider. And I'll just wet them using the Tear spray and mix them up with a winged liner brush. I've got like 20 minutes. So literally just spray it wet. You can use water or setting spray. I always just use setting spray because it's like always right there and convenient. Which eye do I want to do pink? Maybe this side. Feel like a little princess. I'm going to go all the way across. I feel like that's bringing out the pink and the shadow really nicely. Gelato. Just using the same brush and just mixing it in, whatever. And it goes liquidy. This is like the same kind of formula as my terracotta eyeliner palette with XO Beauty. With my own brand, if you like this kind of thing, but you want brown, go check it out. exobeautyshop.com, shameless plug. That's like my favorite go-to, but obviously I want something colorful today, so these ones are so cool. They've got so many fun colors. I am wanting to do some fun ones with XO Beauty too, but it's a work in progress. Can you actually tell that they're different colors? Mostly. I want it to be obvious because otherwise, like, it might just look... How did that even happen? I'm just gonna wipe it off while it's still wet. It's so weird. How did I even do that? I've got a purple tint on my nose. Looks like a bruise. As I was saying, I feel like if it's not an obvious difference, it's just gonna look weird. Do you know what I mean? Like an accident or something, whereas I want it to look purposeful. I'm definitely in my like duochrome, sparkly, pastels, coloured eyeliner era. Like I can't get enough. Yeah, I think it looks different enough. I think it looks cool. Mascara is launching so soon. Guess where? Guess what brand it is. You can just guess. I'm in a mad rush at this point. We're doing these lashes. They're called the Wanderlust. I got real distracted before and I just kind of sat here in silence because I'm so tired. And just getting those as close to the lash line as possible since I am not wearing black liner. These do have a little invisible lash band, but they are so dense, so they do still, I feel like, you know, they probably still would look good with black liner, but if we get them close, they're gonna be fine. I'm just gonna let them stick a bit while I do the other one. Why am I doing lashes when I'm in a rush? I guess I'm not really in a rush, it's just that I wanna eat and like get dressed. Not rush those things, you know? I've gotta be at my appointment. Oh my god, why can I not get this on today? I never take this long to get a lash on. Why is it going crooked? Oh my god, squeeze with the tweezer. This is a lash applicator tweezer from XO Beauty. I almost use it like a lash curler to grip the lashes and like squeeze them into the mascara that I'm wearing. Squeeze them right into the lash line so that they sit literally like all the way tight against your natural lash line. A little more mascara to blend. Using this lip pencil because it's literally in front of me. Wifey. Like a My Lips But Better nude. So it's just going to define, like if you look at the before and see what I mean? I've been enjoying this colour when I don't have fake tan on, that's why it's right here. I don't know where my favourite MCO Beauty nude liner is, but we'll use the Tarte one today. It's another favourite. Just because I look tired and this immediately helps. It's like concealer for your friggin' eyeballs. Blush, I grabbed a random one. This is shade 5. This is what we're using today. It is beautiful. It's literally just like a very subtle color on my skin tone, but in a nice way, you know, like just a little soft, like what even is that, like peachy beige, you know. A little bit more setting spray, and then one of my current favorites, I will be packing this. I'm not doing too much, it's so intense, so I literally just pick up the tiniest bit on the edge of my brush and then apply that just on at the very high part, maybe a little bit on the tip of my nose. See, just a little. Lipstick. I'm actually just going to do gloss. So this is Kisses from XO Beauty. Just to kind of go with the kind of shimmery eye. Just a little bit. Cupid's bow, center of the lip. Actually, I do want a bit more colour, so I'll use a little bit of my Tear Rosy lip oil as well. Just to give a bit of like a tint. See how it's just adding that pink? And I'll put that in my bag to take with me. I feel like something's missing, but I feel like that's everything. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Well, I guess I'll see you shortly. There's the makeup. That's how the foundation looks as well, with setting spray, translucent powder. Oh my god, look. Is this what I was inspired by, kind of? I must have subconsciously been inspired by that. Or is that a coincidence? That's crazy. My makeup literally matches. This is how the makeup bag looks. Got loads of room in here still, but you know, that will be good just for a quick weekend away. And I haven't packed any like just brown liquid liner or anything, but I'm pretty sure I've got some up there, so will be gravy. I'm back. Before I do the proper reveal, let's fix the line of shame. And then I need to actually go and pack. It's not gonna be dark enough. I have been so exposed. Here is the hair. I'm just giving it another quick comb. So fresh. I love it. I feel like the kind of like, you know, the slight darkness in the blonde kind of suits me. It's like still, I feel like on camera it's coming up like kind of dark, but it's still light. It's just not like pure blonde now because it's got like so much more, like there's like the natural underneath as well. I haven't been bleaching. Some natural in between, and then yeah, it's like, I don't know. So thanks for watching, guys. By the way, on my lips now I've got Misty lip liner. I made it a little bit darker because yeah, I've got fake tan on. I just like a bit of a statement like darker lip liner, and then I put on the Tear lip oil on top of it. Looks nice. Yay! Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. By the way, you can see how the Huda Beauty is wearing. It looks so smooth still, I think. Like, real pretty. So, definitely think it'll be in the rotation. I'll definitely use it pretty often, I reckon. It's just, I don't know, it's nice. It's easy to apply too. It's quick to apply, which I like. It doesn't look crusty. It doesn't look oily or anything like that either. Like, I just feel like my skin looks pretty good, and it's been on for nearly 5 hours. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and hope you enjoyed this like little get ready with me, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.